Green. Still Killorn. Indirect pass out for McDonough was blocked away from the net. Everly with the clear, out of the reach of Barzell. McDonough turns it back around.
What's up, everyone? It's me, it's Jake, and I'm back with another reaction live stream, if you call it. This is actually my second reaction to ice hockey in my entire... Actually, no, that's a complete lie. It's probably my fifth. But if you're here live, welcome. If you're here after the fact, again, welcome. And, well, I'm just going to sit here and have a couple of beverages and watch a bit of ice hockey, which is something I don't normally do, like I said. So, yeah, thanks for being here. It'd be interesting, actually, to see how many people we get tuning in, because I was going to go on the main channel, but I thought, you know what, this is a reaction-based channel, let's see how we go. Anyway, first period of 3, I'm led to believe. It is 2 apiece in the semi-finals of the Stanley Cup, the 2021 Stanley Cup. Tampa Bay, I'm led to believe, it's called TB, I'm assuming that's Tampa Bay, is up 1 goal to none against New York. 1 from 6 against 0 from 2.
Still engaged, and it's Coleman one-handing a pass down for Gord across for Runa. Takes a look at the flex line. Edmund quickly to it on the wall. Gord's pass. Knocked aside by Pajot. He couldn't leave the zone. Here's Yanni.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, it's in, mate. She's in. I've just tuned in to see a lovely goal. Well, I don't know if it was lovely, but he certainly faked out one of those defenders. And it just crawled in the end. Tampa Bay up 2 goals to none. Oh, what a fake, mate. What a fake. Anyone watching this live with me? Oh, mate, that's actually quite stunning. I don't know if that's a deke, a dangle, or a fake. But it was pretty mean.
Backtracking, staying above pucks. They get the bounce. They got the bounce on the first goal. They get the bounce once again, but they're working.
It's kind of like a counter-attack in rugby, right? That's where the All Blacks and that's where New Zealand teams as a whole are so effective, the counter-attack. They just play with flair. They play with initiative, you know what I mean? Mason Shocker, what's up? Hey man, I'm about to watch some anime before I tap out because I got work in the morning, but I just wanted to say, since I saw you were live, that you always inspire me and love to see the grind on all sports. Let's go Tampa Bay from the 8-1-3. Thanks for being here, man. What time is it? Must be about midnight, right? 10 p.m. It's just gone 12:30 here.
Goes down as an unassisted goal for Yanni Gord. As Matt Barzell took a hit from Killorn, and those two still engaged right in front of the Islander bench. Each throwing a punch in either direction. Linesmen intervene. Referees keep their arms at their sides.
8:37.
The officials there to know that they're
Fuck, 5 a.m. What do you? What kind of job have you got that you have to get up so early? Not a bad thing getting up early, but depends where you have to go, I guess.
Yanni Gord looking for Goodrow. Found a goal instead.
No one shies away from a challenge. Where stars are ready for the biggest moments. Here, everything counts. This is the MLS Sunday Sporting Kansas City LAFC on ESPN2. Thought the season was tough?
Young Arrow is in the house. What's happening?
Begins.
What's good, man? What's good? To be honest, I've just been inspired to sit down and have a wee look at my new subscription that I used to have when I was in New Zealand the last time, Sky Sports. So I've got 12 sports channels now, all live, ready to go. So if I do see something that you know, piques my interest, I can easily log on and have a watch, and well, I may as well live stream my reaction to it. So thanks for being here, bro. This is the first of many. Actually, just got a job with Tesla in Tampa. But I have to wake up that early myself, so I stay on time and beat the traffic. Tampa traffic is ridiculous, and I live outside the city. Now, that's a job that I'd get up for. That's fucking interesting, actually. What are you doing at Tesla? Sales rep.
In Game 4, Tampa Bay Lightning did a good job in the third period of stretching the Islanders out in the neutral zone, and it's continued tonight in this game. I wondered if it was more because the Islanders were sitting back in that third period, but the reality is it's been too easy for Tampa to get out of.
How about that Super Bowl, mate? How about that Super Bowl? And how about bringing pretty much the whole starting team back for another go-round? They'd have to be the favourites, right?
I think it's been a little bit too easy for the Tampa Bay Lightning getting out of their zone here early on.
Tampa Bay Lightning is up 2-0. William, hope everything is well. Have you watched much of the playoffs? There have been some good games. William, my friend, this is the first game of the 2021 season. Not just the playoffs that I've watched. And it's been about 5 minutes. And we've seen a goal. And we might just see another. No, we won't. Fumbles the puck. No, I haven't seen any, man. I honestly just had an idea in my head. I went for a swim this morning. That was good. Went for a bit of a run. And, yeah, like I was saying, I've got this sports channel subscription now, so happy days. What are you up to, William? Oh, almost a third.
What do you think of that play? I didn't like it at all. Just too far out there, Boosh.
Difficult to explain. I'm not much of a salesman, but essentially I deal with all the cars that come in, check out any issues, damages, clean them up, send them to the shop. So you are a an assistant. Hang on, did that guy from Tampa Bay just put his glove up? You're not allowed to touch the puck with your hands, are you? Yeah, cheers, mate. Likewise, hope you have a great day tomorrow at work. Oh!
Instead, he took it to the net, and we talked about the hot stick of Braden Point. You got to take the blinkers off there, Boosh, on that thoroughbred.
Hanging out in the defensive third. Here we go. He's open down the wing. Oh, if he scores. Not quite. Tampa Bay certainly looking like they've got it over the New York team, but obviously it's 2 games to 2 and a best of 7. So you wouldn't know. But what I will be doing, guys, is not so much ice hockey, although that's all that's on today, but if there was NBA, I'd be watching that. So if you're keen on chilling out, watching a bit of the conference finals with me over the next few days, then by all means, man, come through.
Now, the real test begins. The Stanley Cup Another one.
I swear, this is my year.
Oh, George does it again.
Running through the course made it playing like a sport.
Ex-Colonel Devin Booker on fire. What a start to the Western Conference Finals.
Clippers Suns, Wednesday on ESPN.
For 28 seasons, it was the toughest competition in sports. What is keeping these guys going? Now,
Is anyone in the chat currently a fan of
and tougher
The Ultimate
than ever
Fighter?
before.
It's the hardest thing that you will ever do.
16 warriors will train with two of the sport's biggest stars and compete for a UFC contract.
Boys, this is the biggest moment of your life. I guarantee it.
Don't miss the return of The Ultimate Fighter exclusively on ESPN.
Because I tell you what, it's one of my all-time favorite programs. But the way that they've put this series together isn't the best in my opinion. They don't tell the story, or maybe there's just not as much drama within the house as there used to be. But I don't think they tell the background story well this year. It's more so just to do with the fight. And yeah, that's fair enough, but at the end of the day, that's not what it's all about. Mainly music is not a fan of The Ultimate Fighter. Well, that's fine. Are you a fan of the NHL?
Have the New York Islanders on the run right now. A.G. Pajot coming in, testing Vasilevsky, who makes the save. Got it to stick to him up high. Feel an extra blow of the whistles from Gord Dwyer to make sure things calm down. How do you top a cup of Dunkin' Cold Brew with sweet cold foam from Dunkin'? So be sure to grab a cold brew with sweet cold foam for game time, because where there's
What do I think of that American female runner?
on Dunkin'.
You mean the one that has been running the 100 and 200?
Get it all back, so to speak.
William doesn't like The Ultimate Fighter, but he wants to see Mike Tyson knock out Logan Paul. Yeah, look, if Logan can get that fight, over the line and signed, sealed, and ready to go, then I'll be surprised. But
So that's that fine line that you're.
that's just a joke. It's honestly, bro, it's just a joke. Logan Paul just wants money. He wants eyes on him. Fighting Mike Tyson's certainly going to do that. But as far as an actual competition, oh, we've got 3 goals to none. Still in the first period. Yeah. Jesus. I mean, Logan Paul did kind of get knocked out. And people are saying that Floyd Mayweather carried him. So what do you think fucking Mike Tyson's going to do if he actually connects? Either way, I'll watch. At the end of the day, that's it, right? You're not involved. Logan Paul's going to be the one that has to hype the fight. He's going to be the one that has to take the hits. And at the end of the day, we are just spectators, enjoying the spectacle. So cheers. Cheers, Logster. Iron Mike Tyson. Go hard, boys. Go hard.
That's the 8th odd man situation in the first period. Given up by the Islanders. They don't give up 8 in a week. And I think it's a combination, Bush, for getting Varlamov out of there. Not necessarily with his play, and I would say it's more so. We need the guys that are skating to wake up and get going.
All about the wake-up call for me. That's what it's all about. You think about the first goal, an unfortunate bounce ends up on the stick of Stamkos. The second goal goes off of Andy Green. And then this one here, this is the one where it's just unfortunate he couldn't hang on to that puck. Killorn knocked it out of his hands. And then the shot.
Damn, there's a lot of traffic around that goal. You would be stoked though. That's not the easiest of tasks to get that puck in the back of the net. Hey Diana, what's up? My day's pretty good, man. Oh, we've got a Falcon. A puck on the helmet. Yeah, day's good. I went for a run and I went for a swim, and now I'm just chilling, watching a bit of sport. What are you up to? Just trying to get back into the flow of content creation, to be fair. Well, I've had a couple of breaks recently.
Here is Nelson again, trying to go to the net. Sergachev stopped that. Pass comes through for Pellick. Right at the blue line. 3:40 to go here in period number 1. It has been all Lightning so far. Scott Mayfield through the middle of the ice off the stick of Beauvillier. Vasilevsky leaves it behind for Hedman. Anthony Beauvillier found a loose puck, and that pass to Nelson winds up jumping over the glass.
Unofficially right now.
What happens when the puck goes flying over the grass? Can someone keep it, or do they have to give it back?
For the Tampa Bay Lightning, and now Sorokin's over at the bench.
Surely you can keep it.
Probably looking for. He was looking for a water bottle. He's going to get a little.
Sometimes those skates,
repair there.
You get them sharpened up. That device there kind of pulls the edges in and sharpens the skate for you. Sometimes when you're sitting on the bench, your blades can dull, and if you're a goaltender these days, it's all about your edges and pushes. You need those edges to be extremely sharp.
So are goalie skates more like steak knives, Bush, or are they like butter knives as far as the smoothness of them?
I'd say steak knives for the sharp.
We've got 5 viewers. Are they the 5 people who've already written something in the chat? Sorry, we've got 3. 3 viewers.
So much that it's incredible how deep the hollow is on most goalie skates.
Now, depending on how this stream goes, you keep it? Oh, fantastic. Depending on how this stream goes, I will either be literally coming on here probably once a day.
They were 17-4 Tampa to start game 4 as well in the first 23.
Because there's a lot of sport on at the moment, especially American sport.
Man, look at what the chances that they've had. I mean,
But if we can't get the numbers, then I'll just simply go back onto my main channel. But the trouble is, hopefully, fucking hell, a puck to the nose, you look like Mike Perry.
and for the Islanders, it's been a lot of uphill.
Adam Pellick stood up at the Lightning blue line,
And it's way funner when you're going downhill.
closing 2 minutes.
Anyway, like I was going to say, the trouble is I've already retired,
With a 3-0 lead.
kind of, the Rugby Player Reacts title. So I was going to title this Rugby Player Reacts to the NHL 2020 Stanley Cup, and I'm sure that would go down pretty well, but not with me. I am going to bring it out of retirement. You heard it here first. I will be bringing out our yearly series, Rugby Player Reacts to the top 100 NFL players of 2021. So that'll be the fourth version, the 4th annual version, and I can't wait to get into it. I just wish they would release the fucking videos, to be fair.
I think for them to get to intermission only down by 3 would be something to build off of here.
I think they're going to find that they're just a little too passive. Especially we talked about how easy it was for Tampa Bay to get out of
Jakey boy!
out of their own zone, and I think on top
Me too,
of
man.
it, they've lost a lot of
I got it from an op shop, by the way.
those are 2 areas that the Islanders can find a
What's
way to
happening,
clean
bro?
up in
What are you
between
doing?
periods and start to get maybe their forecheck game going. See if the identity line can get something going for them.
Rate a turnover, they get the puck to Andy Green, across to Thompson. Thompson's shot wide of the net, caroms around.
Am I going to react to NFL games once the football season starts? Yep, I am, because to be honest, the biggest buzz I've ever had on this channel, the most fun I was ever having day to day, like it was literally every single day was fucking fun, was the live streaming of the full games late last year and into January. I was having a good time, and the numbers were there, everyone was loving it, and to be honest, the only reason why I haven't done that again is because there hasn't been any games on. So yeah, man, as soon as the games start, like literally I'll be starting with the preseason. First game of the preseason, whole entire weekend, I'll be here. So yeah. Oh, and the Olympics. I almost forgot. You can look, mate. I've got a sports subscription, service, and you can bet on me logging on to do a live stream if and when I'm watching the Olympics. I'm not going to watch it alone. No fucking way. Having an after-work vodka Red Bull. Well, to that, I say cheers. I hope it tastes good. How's life been? Life's been, it's been alright, man. It's been okay, you know, if you've been following along with my other channel, or even on this one.
Yeah, Brendan, a completely lopsided period there. Dom and Ace join me to discuss.
It's good, man. I'm just trying to work things out. Just trying to work out what the next plan is. I know what the next plan is, but yeah, it revolves around obviously being with my kids. But for now, I am back in New Zealand, and they have actually moved from Rockhampton back to Alice Springs. So times are changing once again, but it is what it is, man. It's, yeah, I don't really have too many thoughts about it. I'm back to New Zealand at the moment, but I will be obviously back to Alice Springs, believe it or not, later this year to continue life over there, I suppose.
It's baseball for all of us. Give us Sunday night baseball all season long on ESPN.
When did the Olympics start, by the way?
Welcome everyone to Omaha, Nebraska, home of the College World Series. We got the key to the city. We got the world in the palm of our hands. This is our moment. This is our time. This is our chance. This is the College World Series, June 20th through July 1st on ESPN2.
Cheers, Jakey. Where are you tuning in from, man? Seattle? 23rd of July. See, we've got a lot to look forward to, guys. We've got the Olympics next month. We've got the NFL starting the month after that. I've got to say, man, I'm not even afraid to admit it these days. The NFL, American football, is my favourite sport to watch. It is. Followed closely by rugby. And followed, again, closely in third spot by mixed martial art and boxing. Looks like Simmons isn't going to play for Oz. They lost yesterday, didn't they? 76ers at home. Got taken out. And believe it or not, that's the first basketball game I've watched this year too, so I'm getting back into it. Phoenix, Arizona. So, did you guys just beat the Clippers or something? Fuck, Luke, I didn't even realize it was you, mate. What's happening? I watched the end of the game, but yeah, it was just too much of a deficit to bring back, wasn't it? What's happening, man? You at work or what? Is Jacksonville still my team? Yes, they are. Yep. Cannot wait to see how our quarterback performs. It's going to be a good time. So spun out. Calls me a stud. Or are you calling
one of the trademarks of that run they went on last year winning the cup was that
guy who just scored a goal is stud? I'm not sure. Anyways, the series is tied 2-2. End of the first period, I believe they call it. And it's 3-0. What percentages are we looking at here? I know it's only early days, but to come back, from 3-0 down, it's not going to be easy, is it? I don't know who's at home. In fact, I was told before that there are no fans anyway, but I did see some fans. So what's that about?
Well, in this period right now, what I'm seeing for the New York Islanders is their defensemen are way too aggressive. That's not really Islander hockey to be that aggressive in all areas of the ice. Normally they're
look who it is. Look what the cat dragged in.
There's Adam Pellick right here in the neutral zone. Keep an eye on Steven Stamkos. He's been snake bitten most of this series.
No, I'm just joking. What's up? this is a spur of the moment decision, just to see what kind of audience we can garner. Jake Reacts is my second channel, and just got to get it
pretty serious pressure though from Tampa
back
Bay.
off the ground again, you know.
Just they'd hemmed the puck in for a long time, and then Komarov just
I went hard as fuck and burnt myself out. It is what it is.
To get out, and then it's a 2-on-1 back towards the net. Fortunate bounce and another goal.
Yeah, it's not just Mayfield and Pellick, even Ryan
Lukey boy, don't count on me watching too much more of the NHL. If the NBA was on today, I'd be watching that instead. So, and I know you're a big NBA fan, so yeah. Hopefully you'll have a wee spot to just chill out and you know, chat it out with the other members of the channel, the other subscribers, because I'm pretty keen to get into the conference finals and then into the NBA championship. Especially, you know, being that there's no NFL on. Yeah, that's the sport I'm going to follow for the next few weeks. So, cheers to that.
So used to playing with a lead and protecting the house. Now they're going to have to open up, you know, take a little bit more risk in their game. That's not the way.
Diana, what's your early Jaguars record prediction for the new season? Do they make the playoffs? Well, I've been quoted as saying before, if they win 9 games, that's a real success.
Get too relaxed, turn pucks over and try to capitalize.
But they need to win their first. And at the end of the day, they won their first last year, and they didn't win a single game after that. So, yeah, I couldn't say. 9 games. So I'm going to say 17-week season, 9-8, a winning record. I'm going to go with that. Comebacks are not unheard of. They happen more often than you think. Well, as you know, I'm all about a good comeback, so I guess I'm back in New York for the rest of this game. Might be better than watching NRL for me right now, the way the Broncos are playing. Yeah, about that. Bro, I haven't watched any NRL for 4 weeks because I haven't had any bloody sports channels. So, I do now. I've got the New Zealand version of KO, which I had before I left New Zealand, so I'm all good as far as sports goes. What about the Olympics? Will you be following? I tune in for gymnastics and diving. Look, if I tried to convey through this live stream how much I absolutely love the Olympic Games, whether that be summer or winter, it just wouldn't suffice. I absolutely love the Olympics. I was that 5-year-old that was up at 2 in the morning looking at teletext, getting the news, and then when it started at 4 in the morning, I can't remember what. Actually, that might have been Atlanta. So yeah, that'd be right. Right in the middle of the night. You get up before school, 5 years old, 10 years old, whatever it was, watching the sprints, watching the swimming, watching the shot put and discus, you know. I absolutely love the Olympics, and I'm not going to say that gymnastics and diving are actually at the top of my list, but I'll watch them. So yes, Becca, I'll be here for the Olympics, and that's going to be a fucking hoot. Can't wait, actually. And with that in mind, I've got a question for you all. Have you heard of Laurel Hubbard? She's a New Zealander who's going to be making waves at the 2021 Tokyo Olympics. For reasons I will let you find out yourself. And you bet me to it, mate. You bet me to it. Laurel Hubbard. Not to be confused with Lawrence. Was it Lawrence? I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, New Zealand has the first transgender female athlete ever to compete at the Olympics, and people are up in arms. Obviously, if I was a girl that had been training my entire life, having been a girl from birth, and I was competing in the same competition as she is, I would be, I'd be skeptical. I'd be wanting some hormone tests to be run, but at the end of the day, she's a beacon of light for all transgenders around the world. So, well done, Laurel. Well done. Aaron is going to
Welcome back.
Denver.
The
When
Tampa
did
Bay
you hear
Lightning,
that,
the
man?
defending Cup champs with a 3-0 lead in here in Game 5. And when you look at the Lightning play, I mean, what do they do so well when they're at their best, Dom, that the Islanders are really having a hard time with right now?
Well, when Tampa's the
Hope she doesn't run the field. That would kind of
everything
stink.
goes their way.
Yeah,
We
well,
know
I'm
they
pretty
can
sure she's like a
finish, but when
world
they kinda
record holder or
sit back
something.
and
So
wait for the game to come to them, I feel like that's not
can
their
you
game.
imagine
And
what's going to
tonight,
happen if she
they
fucking
came
wins the
out on
gold?
their toes.
Oh,
And Ace, we
shit.
hardly ever see
There's a lot of
this
people
many
out there that don't
off-man
actually know
rushes
that's
from
happening
the
yet. So when
Islanders.
the
This
Olympics
was
are
like
on
a
and she's
month's
actually
worth
about to
of
compete,
odd-man
this story's
rushes.
going to go
It was like
worldwide.
every
It's going to go
single
viral.
shift. And I
It
know
already
those
has,
defensemen,
but
they need to be aggressive to keep
it's got more
pucks
legs in
to
it,
stay
that
on the
story.
forecheck, but they seem to not have the support coming back, didn't they?
No, you need to make
It's going to
sure
put New
you have
Zealand on the
all
map,
5
though.
guys above
But
the puck.
as a
I'm
New
not seeing
Zealander,
that with the New York
I hope
Islanders
she
on
wins a medal.
consistent basis, and
We don't get
Tampa
many.
Lightning players are playing downhill like they've been doing that period.
So,
they're a tough team to play against, and another positive I could take.
You know what, guys? I'll be backing her.
They were flying, even though Varlamov left the period. You can't blame Varlamov with the way things happen. Cirelli, Stamkos, and Killorn. I know you love Killorn. He's a Harvard grad as well. But it was about time they showed up for the party because Yanni Gourde was doing his thing. Braden Point was doing his thing. Something was missing from that Tampa Bay Lightning offense, and it was that Cirelli line which struck in this period, which is a good thing for them.
Yeah, for sure. And getting those 5-on-5 goals and that Gaudreau, Coleman, Gourde line, you know, they've been so good at being a shutdown line, but they have not produced the way they're capable of. And getting them going is also huge. But this is the way the Islanders normally play. They wait for you to make a mistake and then they capitalize. But that was the tables turned there.
Yeah, biggest adjustment you think we're going to see here from the Islanders in the next period?
Well, it's going to be tough because they need to open up a little bit now. So,
Yep, that's right.
They don't want to give those odd man rushes.
In
but they're
fact,
gonna have
I
to take on
challenge
a little bit more risk to get back in this game.
any of you
All right, no points from Kucherov.
look
or
up,
Point. That is a good sign for
like
the
I'm going to
New
do
York
right now,
Islanders. If you can take any
Laurel
kind of silver lining from
Hubbard.
that first period, it was an onslaught of
and
goals.
let's go to
Steven
images
Stamkos
and
30 career postseason goals
honestly
for
I believe
him.
she's
Yanni
about
Gourde put
43
in another one, and then
43
Alex
years
Killorn
old. Fuck
chased
me dead.
Semyon Varlamov
Laurel
back
Hubbard
in
is a
that
New Zealand
third round
weightlifter,
after one period.
43 years of age,
Every Monday.
daughter
Baseball
of
for all
Dick
of us.
and Diana,
So excited. Let's play two. Plays out and makes
and
the catch.
she's in the plus 87 kg class in women's weightlifting, which I'm assuming is the heaviest class, and I'd love to know her weight actually, so let's work that out.
Give us Sunday Night Baseball.
What have we got here?
All season long on ESPN.
Patrick, what's up? Thanks, mate. You've come in from nowhere. From absolutely nowhere. Where's that last name from? Forney. T-Mac, what's happening? Fuck, I remember back in the days, mate. I got a pair of T-Macs. You know that, eh? Got a pair of T-Macs. Didn't help me with my game. But, yeah, big Tracy McGrady fan. What's happening, mate? We're looking up Laurel Hubbard, who's going to be the first transgender athlete to ever compete in an Olympic Games. And it was in question. No one knew whether she was actually going to do it. She obviously transitioned like 4 or 5 years ago because she's been competing as a woman since 2017 with a gold medal at the World Masters Games. Forney is Italian. So there you go. So she's snatching and clean and jerking, which is not bench and it's not deadlift, and that. Not even. No, they don't have deadlift, do they? But they definitely have the bench. Squat. She's doing snatch, clean and jerk. Okay. So this chick is snatching 130 kilograms up to the shoulders and keeping it there. No, sorry, a snatch is above the head and then lifting it up. What in the actual fuck? That's insane. She's got more testosterone than me. Actually, no, I'm not going to go there. She might. She might not. Hey, I've got a challenge for you guys. Anyone watching right now? If you can see that black NFL jersey like up there, that one right
Time now for your performance stats by
there.
Bridgestone. Steven Stamkos came into tonight with just
You can't
one
see
assist
too
in the
much,
series and on a 5-game goal drought.
but
Well, he snapped that 45 seconds
Look, if
in,
you
and
can
Lightning
actually
in control,
guess
ahead
what
3-0
team that
after
is,
the first
you'd
period
be
in
an
Tampa.
absolute
And the
legend.
second goal of
But
the
if you
game
can
at the
actually
viewing
guess what
party at Nassau
player that is,
Coliseum, where a lot of fans and
then you'd be an
are in
absolute
attendance
genius.
watching this. This guy didn't like it. The Yanni Gourde goal made him lose his hat. And then, guys, we saw another goal coming, Alex Killorn. So what does this fan do?
I'll give you a
Can you even
hint.
imagine?
I heard Liam was there.
See
Liam,
you later,
come back.
JC
Liam, come
Dozier.
back. Liam.
I think I gave you
This
too
guy's
much of
out
a
of
hint.
there.
You've been watching
Oh, she was a man, all right. She was
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Yeah, look, I don't know. I love to see New Zealand put on the map, regardless of the reason, but... Oh, Diana, come on, you cheated, for God's sake. You've been here too long. But yeah, you got it right. Well done. Well done, I guess I can put it across a little bit more now.
Clippers, Suns. Wednesday on ESPN.
Here, no one shies away from a challenge. Where stars are ready for the biggest moments. Here, everything counts. This is the MLS Sunday Sporting Kansas City LAFC on ESPN2.
I will be back in just a momento.
The final test is one step away. Coming soon on ESPN. The heavyweight headline an epic night in Sin City. We're looking at one of the top contenders. Winner of 3 of his last 4, the towering Alexander Volkov has ascended into top 5 contention. Absolutely sensational. But his next opponent, number 3 Cyril Gahn, is ready to give him a rude awakening. I'm a fist from Cyril Gahn. The cage is set, the lights are on, and all bets are on. Anywhere. UFC Fight Night, Sunday on ESPN.
And these streets might as well be gold. Just let that red carpet roll.
Welcome, everyone, to Omaha, Nebraska, home of the College World Series.
We got the key to the city. We got the world in the palm of our hands. This is our moment. This is our time. This is our chance.
This is the College World Series, June 20th through July 1st on ESPN2.
It's the show that changed combat sports forever. What is keeping these guys going? And it's back.
Boys, this is the biggest moment of your life, I guarantee it.
Don't miss the return of The Ultimate Fighter exclusively on ESPN.
The Stanley Cup playoffs at NBCSN are brought to you by Lexus. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. And by SAP. Visit NHL.com/stats for insights from SAP. Before the start of the second period, we go inside the glass. Here's Brian Boucher.
Thanks a lot, Brendan. Let's take a look at our Wendy's replay. And we talked about the Cirelli line in the open and what they would respond with. Well, tonight it was simple. Early on, shot on goal for Steven Stamkos seemed to set the tone. Yeah, they got a fortuitous bounce on this play, but it was a turnover that was created. Then the speed of Cirelli was evident throughout the period, and they went to the hard areas as well. Alex Killorn does a good job of stripping Varlamov there. The puck, he's in the hard area, gets the puck off his backside and in the net, and for a line that had no goals in this series coming in, they certainly have done their part in the first period.
Semyon Varlamov remains on the bench. Ilya Sorokin, who came in after that third Lightning goal, is still in net for the Islanders here at the start of period 2 as Ryan Pulock launches this one out of play. And third period begins with a defense pairing of Pulock and Green as Adam Pelech got significantly more ice time than his normal partner Ryan Pulock in that first period.
We saw a couple of different pairings for Barry Trotz and the Islanders to start that game 4, and for Coach Trotz, he started moving some things around. Then he went back to the normal pairings when the game was going on, and then he changed the forward lines around, and ended up being a big reason why the Islanders were able to win that game 4. The line changes up front, so we'll see what he has up his sleeve here. And I think for the Islanders, it's all about chipping away here. Let's tighten up. No more odd man situations. Let's give our goaltender a chance, but let's chip away here. That's the mindset. Lots of hockey to be played, but let's worry about that first goal, and let's be way better without the puck. Give ourselves a legitimate chance.
Islanders led Game 4 3-0 after 2 periods, hung on to win 3-2.
William with the big message. Let's see what you said. I'm not hating on New Zealand. Well, that's good. That's a good start. What else have you said? Or transgender folks. Well, that's... Oh. Fair cool. Neither am I. Why would you? The world's got enough negativity already. What else have you said? But if you're physically competing on the world stage, it kind of sucks for your opponent. Oh, fuck yeah. And at the end of the day, this woman is 43 years of age. Now, that might be the oldest fucking competitor at the Olympics. So at the end of the day, she's going to make headlines for 2 reasons. And she looks all of her 43 years, I'm not going to lie. And yeah, that's about enough. Enough of that. Tampa Bay still up 3-0. Just at the start of the second period. That break must have been about 20 minutes long. What the hell were they doing?
So the Lightning have gotten bounces on their goals, and they get a bounce to keep one out of the net here.
A terrible change by the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Hang on, did that guy just reach down and use his glove? Again?
There might be plexiglass behind Andrei Vasilevsky at this point.
Boy, the post back in Long Island needed a paint job. This net here is going to need a paint job after the second period. Incredible looks, and this all started because of the bad change.
Now, sadly, watching this is kind of like the way I feel watching a brand new team in American football. Due to all of the gear, due to the helmets and everything like that, you just can't pick who the hell they are. Unless you, well, obviously get used to the numbers. It's really about the numbers, isn't it? Well, and the name. Cheering for Tampa or New York? Well, I love a comeback. The series is tied 2-2 in a best of 7, so the winner of this isn't going to take it all. So I'm going to say Tampa Bay's had a bit of success already. I'm going to go for the comeback. I'm going to go for New York.
In their direction. Let's see if they can feed off of that.
Icy call here against the Islanders, who are more dangerous here than at any point in the first.
Yeah, and then here's one of the last opportunities. Never gets to the net. Failed clear. Gets redirected on the way. 1 post, 2 posts, and I think he may have gone to Pano on the outside of the net on that last one.
Just not able to settle that thing down.
It was a real odd change, too. The defense on the bench, they didn't seem ready for the change.
Coleman shot tipped
Fuck, that was a
down
good shot.
Secured by Sorokin.
Well, Bush, let's go back to it. You're talking about it. I had it keyed up here, and they dropped the puck awfully fast there. So the puck is in this area here.
What are the refs trying to break that up for?
But watch Tampa's D here. I mean, this puck has got to get in deep in order for you to change, and this is what starts this whole sequence. Look at this. Now we're going to go for a change now. No, it's almost a 2-on-0. Yeah. Going back the other way.
Damn, they should have scored that.
With an unbelievable chance, and Brock Nelson.
Unbelievable chance. Just couldn't capitalize.
Oh, it never settles down. I mean, those are ones that, especially come playoff time, those are the ones that keep you up for weeks. When you see a wide open net there and the puck is just jumping around and just won't settle down.
Do you know what's funny? I can definitely pick a bit of a Canadian twang, Canadian touch on the old accent, because I've been watching so much of this series called Alone, which is, yeah, certainly my new favourite program. And it seems basically every single competitor is Canadian.
Angles it down for Maroon. Maroon spins on Cizikas, tries to hold him off.
Canadian. You're Canadian, eh?
A little help too, I believe, from Martin coming all the way back. That was a good shift for the fourth line, and then at the end of it, Matt Martin has played some terrific hockey.
You hear there's a lot of ice hockey in Canada. In Canada, eh? Yeah. I'm going to stop now.
Opportunity for Tampa.
Barry Trump's talking this morning about Martin and Clutterbuck saying they play
Oh fuck, mate, that's the show among shows. I mean, really, when you think about it, being a human, surviving with nothing, well, with 10 items. I mean, as a concept for a show, I mean, fucking hell, you really can't beat it. You know, obviously the vlogging aspect of it, you know, all they've got is cameras, their own cameras, so they show what they want to show. Obviously being a YouTuber who loves a vlog or two, it's just the combination of so many aspects of life that I just really respect and like and enjoy, so it's a sick program, man. Really good. But I must say, I'm slightly surprised. I'm not going to say I'm disappointed, but I am surprised that the maximum viewers we've had on this stream so far has been 8. 8 people! So thanks, guys. Oh, mate, it's edited. It's edited really well, but there's one thing that frustrates me. It's because, like, the people who are, you know, focused on during the first 1, 2, 3, 4 episodes, you always know that those are going to be the guys that get taken off the show first. And they won't introduce some of the characters who stay there for the longest amount of time until, you know, later episodes. So, yeah. And there's usually already, you know, always one or two who take off in the first, you know, few hours or first couple of days, and yeah, you'd hate to be that person, but it's bloody good show. Absolutely love it. And Breeze is in the house, telling me I'm watching the best playoffs in the world. What about NBA? NHL? NBA? Or NFL? Or MLB?
It looked like he was just pointing to his neck area.
You got 4 sports there. Rank them.
That puck was actually inside the paraphernalia there. That's where he caught it.
Now I'm going to go with full confidence here. I'm going to go NFL number 1, NBA number 2. We've got a man down, by the way. We've got a goalie down. That doesn't happen too often. That's not good. Yeah, he just got a puck right in the old sternum.
You know what? It's just a preference, right? You can wear
right in the sternum.
Underneath your chest.
Anyway, number 1 NFL, number 2 NBA, number 3
that protects your collarbone.
NHL, number 4 MLB.
The thing that dangles, it can be cumbersome, and anytime there's pucks in your feet, it's not for everybody.
Number 5 MLR.
I really like it, but it certainly leaves you exposed at times, especially if you're not crouched down. And watch the puck. I mean, it's right in his neck.
NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL. Now, why do you like baseball over hockey?
Varlamov doesn't appear to be too concerned. He seems like,
you know, those backup goalies, but
he's going to be fine. He'll shake it off.
No, they're not.
Oh, wow.
Taking him out.
Yeah. Oh, boy, this is something.
Doesn't seem like Sorokin wants to go out here.
Doesn't seem like he's in too much distress.
No, I mean the official came over and told Varlamov to let's go. Let's start getting your stuff on, but looks like Sorokin's trying to buy himself an opportunity.
Well, look, he's already let 3 goals in. He's had a puck to the sternum, and he's saying he's all right.
$1.65, and he stood up at least. Yeah, and now it's gonna. You can see how he's looking. He's looking up, and that's why. Really
God, there's some velocity in that.
Down, that's where your neck becomes vulnerable, and good to see that he is okay.
Well, this is a power play brought to you by AWS for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Okay, now what constitutes a power play, guys? Can you help me out?
Hedman will go retrieve this. A Lightning power play that is 2 for 9 in this series. 37.8% in the playoffs overall. It's just their 3rd opportunity in the last 3
Actually, I cannot remember for the life of me what it means, but
43.5% until they
I assume it means you've got one more player on the ice.
45 seconds gone off the Lightning power play. Kaloran.
And that is true by the looks of things. Tampa Bay must have the power play. Oh my God, what a goal. Unbelievable. No way. How'd you thread that through? I mean, the goal scorer's got one front tooth, but that's neither here nor there. I played baseball. I got into NHL after high school. But man, oh man, do I love hockey. There's no sport like it.
He just airmails it on the short side of Sorokin. How important is that first goal of the hockey game, Edzo, in building the confidence?
Look at that.
Of a guy like Stamkos?
Oh, wow, what a fucking goal.
You know what's remarkable about this top unit, too?
Just a big old slap. First touch.
All 18 by the top unit.
Cheers, Breeze.
Absolutely nothing from their second power play unit. They are so many options and so many weapons, and Stamkos, who appeared to be somewhat cool, is no longer.
Second tonight, 7th of the postseason for Stamkos. That's his 4th on the power play. His 10th power play point. The Lightning make quick work of that opportunity as Barzal tries to answer. Good recovery there by McDonough.
But I'll tell you what, that goal that was just scored was not due to, well, I mean, it might have been due to the power play, but I'll tell you what. I mean, this may be the first game that I've watched in many a month, but a first touch slap shot right into the top corner.
The Islanders came out with a burst to start the second period. A flurry of chances, none go in. A penalty taken by Nelson, and it's 4-0 Lightning. Kucherov steals the puck at center. Braden Point takes a moment before floating it in around Ilya Sorokin. Kucherov to the net. Sorokin got back just in time. Turned over by Beauvillier. Edmund to the goal. That shot rattling around in front.
So yeah, basically, guys, I do want I want a live stream aspect to this channel, and so oh my God, what a shot! If you guys are watching this, amazing. Yeah, but what that means is Tampa Bay are up 4-0. That was an absolute laser. Those goals can't be too wide, right? What, 6 feet wide? Something like that?
What a start to the Western Conference Finals.
Clippers Suns. Wednesday on ESPN.
Every Monday, it's baseball for all of us.
I am so excited. Let's play two. Lays out and makes the catch. Hey, see ya.
Stamkos. Steven Stamkos. Anthony, what's up? What's up, Jake? Happy to see you again. Well, welcome. What took you so long? That's the real question. Robert! Hockey's great sport, fun to play too. What do you think about the college football playoffs possibly expanding to 12 teams? Yeah, I got your message, man. Definitely a consideration. I like it, man. Absolutely, I'd fucking really like it, because when you've only got 4 teams, there's teams who are undefeated and they still don't make the playoffs. I mean, that's absolutely fucked up, to be honest. So I'm going to say expanding to 12 teams would make it even more exciting, and in my opinion, better. But you might want to give the top 2, or maybe even the top 4, a bye in that first week. So it's just from 5 to 12 that are competing against each other. The 4 winners go against those top 4 teams, and so on and so forth. What do you think about that, Rob? What do you think about that? Or have they already said that?
So I'm with you. I don't care how far he can skate 250,000 miles. I don't even care, as long as he's shooting pucks
6 highest ranked conference winners and 6 wild cards. Top 4 get a bye week. Well, Robert, I don't know if you actually heard me say that before you commented that or not, but that sounds like a decent idea.
He's got to create offense, and that's why he gets the big bucks.
How many conferences are there?
He's come up large here in Game 5.
In the FBS.
You said in the open, Boosh, you wanted that line to step up, and in Game 4, I talked about the Brock Nelson line. They got the huge.
You just finished high school.
Here tonight, the Sorelli-Stamkos line has been pretty
What
special.
time is it there?
5-on-5, and it's Stamkos on the power play.
Zajac carries it, shoots it around the back of Vasilevsky.
10 conferences, okay.
Looking for something, nothing there. That is the Zajac wrestled away by Ruda.
All right, gotcha.
This pass to Coleman, and he will just launch this one out of the zone. Andy Green dealing with Yanni Gord, was able to make a pass.
So how do they determine the wildcard teams? Is that the teams with the best records?
Coleman, after he let go of that, he's challenged by Ryan Pollock right in front of the Lightning bench. Nothing develops from that.
You're done with high school forever. Did you finish? Did you pass?
Moves to the middle and shoots it wide. Picked up by McDonough. McDonough fed it right through the crease. Killorn already has 2 points in this one, was looking for more.
Okay, so for some reason I was led to believe they didn't have crowds in this game. They certainly do.
Right back in.
Unless they're the most lifelike looking crowd I've ever seen.
Harassed by Eberle. Andy Green got involved. Sorelli takes the puck. Cycle down for Killorn. Pressured by Eberle. Killorn holding him off with one hand.
Lovely work by 17 of Tampa Bay. Feeds it back.
Made a nice play, but couldn't hold it in the zone, and then winds up throwing this one over the
Graduating
glass.
in 5 days, man. Well done.
All the news, scores, stats, and highlights. If it's hockey,
You got one
it's
step
here.
further than I did, my friend. I left high school halfway through my last year. Some could say that was probably the fucking stupidest thing I've ever done. But at the end of the day, well, I haven't used school cert for anything. I could have, but I haven't, because I didn't get it. What's up, Ian? A name I'm familiar with.
That is remarkable. The toughest time of year to not have had.
Now, what actually happened, I left high school. A year later, when I was 19, I realised, well, I do want to go to university, and I don't have school cert, so I'm going to have to do a bridging program. So I went to summer school when I was 18, just 19. Did a 3-month summer school program at the university, got entrance, went to uni, decided after 2 months, this ain't me, and I fucked off to Australia. And I'm now running Anthony's favourite YouTube channel. If adopted, it will start in 2023-2025. Wildcard will be highest ranked teams, not conference winners. There are also independent teams like Notre Dame. So you're telling me that a winner of a conference... No, so effectively the winner of all 10 conferences could effectively make the playoffs. And if that's the case, then I'm happy. Independent teams like Notre Dame, BYU, they can only be a wild card. What do you mean independent? They don't have their own conference at all? They're not involved in a conference?
Clutterbuck's going to go to the box.
Interference to call. Another power play here for Tampa.
Well, the fourth line doing what they're supposed to do, trying to change the momentum of a hockey game where we've been dominated for the most part. Now at 3-0, you had a couple of unbelievable chances to make it 3-1 for sure. And then the power play goal, it's 4-0, and now Tampa going back on the power play, looking for number 5.
They're 1 for 1 on the power play. They took 2 shots. Stamkos had the goal. Here's point for Killorn. Bumped into by Kamara. And point cleared it around. Pajot intercepts and shoots it down the ice. Edmund off the stick of Cologne, off the back glass. Mayfield dealing with Cologne.
Anthony, which is your favorite YouTube channel, by the way? It's not this one, is it? But I guess you know what you're getting, right? You know what you're getting on this channel. You're getting reactions. It is what it is. I could never have my main channel as being solely that. I mean, there are times when I've thought, maybe I could start calling it a reaction-based channel, but I just can't, and that's why I did this channel. We've almost got 2,500 subs. I mean, that's a success in my opinion. That's a success, because I tell you what, the first 2,000 subs that I got on my original channel took me like literally fucking 4 years. 4 years to get 2,000 subs. But it was all enjoyable. It's all a side gig. It's not my main, it's not my main source of income. It never planned to be, never was, never will be. And so it's all just fun. So just trying to bring my experiences and opinions to the world.
Is it indeed the goaltender's responsibility?
Why? I don't know.
When that puck goes through there to try to stop it or poke check it when it goes through like
to
that.
help me
Give a responsibility to try and help out there.
be accountable and get through things. That's why. 10 conferences and a few independent teams not in a conference. Notre Dame is the most prominent. They have a $25 million deal with NBC and don't have to share money. In a conference, everyone shares money except... Okay, so... Okay. So even though they're not in a conference, they're still going to have just as much of a chance of making the playoffs. Jake, you should react to the NCAA Lacrosse Championship that happened a few weeks ago. Absolutely electric game that came down to the final shot. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know about the cross, bro, but Breeze says these same two teams met last year in the conference finals as well, so it's a rematch. Tampa Bay won, and they won the cup too. Huh. So they're defending champions. Stanley Cup champions. Thanks for that. So you're telling me that Tampa Bay won the Stanley Cup and the Super Bowl? God, that's not bad, is it?
Takes a look into the skates of Palmieri. Ruda trying to keep it alive. With a little help from Cirelli, he does. Goodrow. Holman pulled it out of the pile. Holman trying to slip through, and a penalty called here. A tripping call going against Palmieri.
What I will say is that, unbelievably, we've actually hit our maximum concurrent viewers of this stream with 10. Double figures. Thanks, guys.
Duluth, a Stanley Cup champion, 11-year NHLer, and a long-time front office man in the league. If you knew him, you were better for it. If you were his friend, you were blessed. A great soul, a brother. Condolences to his 4 children, his wife Heather, his family, and friends. You inspired all of us, TK.
Cheers, TK.
Rest in peace, brother.
Lonesome Not I. Says, still hoping you get over to Jacksonville, bro. Yeah, look, I'm not gonna promise anything. I'm not even gonna attempt to make an itinerary here live on stream. But I feel you, man, and I feel the same way. I feel the same way, man. But life is what it is. Coronavirus has fucked up every single international plan that anyone has had, I think, over the last year, at least, and it's still doing it. So it is what it is, man. Robert, am I near the coast? The coast of what? The coast of what?
For 28 seasons, it was the toughest competition in sports. What is keeping these guys going? Now, tough is back. And tougher than ever before.
It's the hardest thing that you will ever do.
16 warriors will train with two of the sport's biggest stars and compete for a UFC contract.
Boys, this is the biggest moment of your life. I guarantee it.
Don't miss the return of the Ultimate Fighter exclusively on ESPN.
Kyle Palmieri called for tripping, a power play for the Lightning. Their third of the game, their third of the period, their third in just about a 9-minute stretch.
So of the 10, 11, 12 viewers that we've actually got currently in the stream, are any of you watching this game yourselves?
Edmonds drop pass to Braden Point, who has goals in 7 consecutive playoff games. Kaloran wrestled off the puck by Pajot, but not cleared. The second effort swiped it off the stick of Edmond. He went for a change, did Pajot. That'll allow a little extra time for the Lightning to get set up in the zone, but Casey Cizikas causing problems. Pellick will give it to him. Cizikas with a little daylight
Robert,
coming in down the wing.
I'm in New Zealand.
Decided to just try and eat some clocks. He took it to the corner and made life difficult for Hedman.
That was a real good play there by Cizikas and Pellick along those boards to win that battle. Able to clear it down and at least establish.
Are people getting vaccinated in New Zealand? They're requiring it for international travel in the States. Yeah, so if you, well, I'm sure, well, I mean, you don't need it to go to Australia, but these other countries that are requiring it, yeah, if you want to travel to their country, you're going to have to get it. It is currently being released to different age groups, so over 65 currently, anyone's eligible to get it, and I think for the next 2 weeks it's 55 to 65, and then after that for the next 2 weeks 45 to 55, and they're saying that by the end of the year, each and every one of New Zealand's residents will have had the option to get vaccinated. So it's still up to you, obviously, but yeah. If you're under 55, no, you can't get it right now. I don't think. I can't say I'm too fussed about it, man.
That's the mindset. I mean, they had their chances. Yeah, they had their chances to start this period. And if nothing else, just build some momentum for yourself going forward.
Here we go. Deke him out.
It's critical that Sorokin is able to snap the door right here, though. They can't give up that net point. I know that's the obvious.
Sorokin along that post is able to cover up. So the Islanders complete another penalty kill.
Deke him out. What am I talking about?
In the second period of Game 5, it is 4-0 Lightning.
Every Monday, it's baseball for all of us.
I am so excited. Let's play two. Glaze out and makes the catch. Hey, Sika.
Give us Sunday Night Baseball. All season long on ESPN.
Hey, by the way, anyone in the Tampa Bay area? Nope, sorry, not Tampa Bay. New Orleans. Leonard Fournette is hosting his football camp. Saturday, June the 26th. It's free for anyone between the ages of 7 and 14. What a legend.
In sports. What is keeping these guys going? Now, tough is back. And tougher than ever before.
It's the hardest thing that you will ever do.
16 warriors will train with two of the sport's biggest stars and compete for a UFC contract.
Boys, this is the biggest moment of your life. I guarantee it.
Don't miss the return of the Ultimate Fighter exclusively on ESPN.
NASCAR Cup Series heads to Pocono for a weekend doubleheader. Which drivers will solve the tricky triangle and secure a playoff spot? Find out Saturday, 3
Oh, by the way, I watched my first NASCAR race yesterday. So I'm really making the most of having this sports subscription. So that was actually pretty interesting, man. I watched, I'm going to say, half the race, 150 odd laps, and it was pretty enjoyable, man. There's a lot to take in. I mean, the pit stops, and you've got enough fuel to make it to the end of the race, and all that jazz. It was great. Cheers from Florida, but as a Gator first and Jag second, Fournette is meh. Well, at the end of the day, mate, he was the reason why I got interested in the Jags, and he's fucked off. So he's got a Super Bowl now. Now we need the Jags to get one.
Face-off won by Komarov, and Matt Barzell leaves it for Nick Leddy. Barzell.
Leonard Fournette's decent. He's not going to be the fastest. He's not going to be the biggest. He's not going to be the most explosive. But he's solid. He's going to be close to the fastest. He's going to be close to the most, exciting, but not quite there.
We know you don't want to dump the puck in and go get it, so you're going to try to pass it through us or stick handle your way through. You're going to have to beat 2, 3, 4 guys.
But it's funny when you back someone and when you truly do support them and want them to do well. Like literally, a 5-yard run, I'll be up about. You know what I mean? So, but when he actually breaks free and finally gets some space, can actually pin his ears back and scores a touchdown in the Super Bowl, mate, legend. Shit, so Tampa Bay had an amazing regular season 2 years ago. They were faves to win it all. All that only to be swept by the bottom seed team who limped into the playoffs. Damn! Who was the quarterback?
This has been the outlier of the series so far. Islanders took game 1 2-1. Lightning 4-2 winners in game 2. 2-1 winners in game 3, and they have scored for the 5th time.
5-0 Tampa Bay. Hell yeah, I get pumped like that for linebackers making basic take. Oh shit yeah, man. If you're backing a player, bro, they do anything on that field. That's positive. It's the best thing ever. What a little... Oh, you're joking. Fucking hell, what a finish that was. Look at this. Do you reckon he meant to do that? I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I mean, this is going to his blocker side. Great hand-eye coordination. Point right there. Watch, he's got Komarov tied up. Not sure if he's holding the
hard luck for the goalie, man. You can't do much about that.
Good redirection by
It's just like soccer, really, isn't it?
Face-off win, and it's just been a glorious night for Tampa Bay so far.
Here they come again. 5 goals on 29 shots for the Lightning in game 5 so far. Still 24.
So if Brown and Fournette are playing the Jags in the Super Bowl, who are you pulling for? Now that is a really good question. Fuck, that's a good question. But it's going to be the Jags. It has to be. Yeah. Although, as you may well know by now, I try to be supportive of anyone, so I would, you know what? There would be a good result if either team won. For me. If Jacksonville won, well, that'd be amazing. But if Fournette and Brown ball out in the Super Bowl and help their team to win, well, that'd be mean. And at the end of the day, the best result would be Jacksonville to win it, but Fournette and Brown to score 2 touchdowns each. Oh, here we go. Oh, we've got a scrap. First one of the day. And they're on the ground. Better get in there, ref. Oh, he's going again.
through the blue paint, and there was some contact with Vasilevsky.
Let's have a look what happened here.
So it was the shot by Colton that pushed Martin into Shen, and then Shen into the goaltender. Now Shen doesn't know.
Bro, that's gotta fucking hurt, man. If you put a fist onto a helmet. Oh my god.
Right there, and then
Take your glove
Shen
off.
goes into Vasilevsky. Wasn't that much?
Oh.
But both players decide to.
Bro, ow! Ow, man. Oh, shit. Just broke his knuckle for no reason. William. Sorry I didn't hear if you said you were going to react to the NFL Top 100 this year. Yep. I'm just patiently waiting for those videos to come out, man. That's going to be my next big project. But yeah, whether it's on this channel or my other one, it's happening. And if you remember correctly, last year they actually brought the series out way late. So that's why it took so long for me to do it. So hopefully they can bring it out on time this time and I can bloody crack into it. Jags making the Super Bowl in itself is a miracle. Yeah, I'd agree. Many players break their knuckles during fights. No biggie. Are you kidding me, mate? Break your knuckle? No biggie? You wouldn't be able to use that hand for weeks.
Letty walks in. He's got room to attack, and it makes a really nice pass over. And Pajot, who won the faceoff, is all by himself and gets a lot.
Lovely save.
Good stop there, moving right to left by Vasilevsky.
The faceoff win for Pajot. Takes a hit from Palmieri, moved it on for Hedman, and a penalty called here on Pajot as he got his stick in the skates of Hedman. Yanni Gourde off the glove of Sorokin, and as it lay there for a moment, he dives on top of it. And the fourth power play of the period scheduled here for Tampa.
And that's 2 offensive zone penalties for the New York Islanders this period.
It's hockey, bro.
Pajot right there with the stick on the feet of Hedman. Think back to the start that they had to the period. They had some opportunities. Brock Nelson took the offensive zone.
William, I got to say, those are my favorite to make too, so I appreciate that.
Power play, and it has just been one of those nights for Barry Trotz and his group, where everything that they are doing just seems to be going against them.
Power play here for the Lightning. It is Braden Point for Hedman. Hedman lost control, but Stamkos right there. Lord. Deacons tapped it away from Kucherov, but couldn't clear it.
Good retrieval there. Sorry, Brandon. Real good retrieval by Tampa.
Oh, you're joking me. What a goal. They simply can't stop them. 6-0. What? Now, once again, during the power play, it seemed to happen. Now, I don't know whether that's because all the defensive players are just trying to, take a zone or what. But I tell you what a shot that was.
There's a stick, the redirect off the bar.
No, it was redirected.
And that's where Killorn spends a lot of his time on this power play. His net front, he times it perfectly. The redirect and...
Bit of an old redirect. That'll trick the best of us.
That's what I was just talking about when this all happened. Look at this. It's a loose puck, right? Who's going to get it? 3 guys on one side of the ice for Tampa. They move it around and the puck ends up in the back of the net. The quick little shot, the hand-eye from Killorn. But the one thing with this power play,
Jeff Petrie eyes.
Yeah, they got world-class skill. But they're want to, when their pucks are loose, all coaches will tell you, any good power play, you need puck retrieval. And we certainly saw it right there.
Now it's Braden Point with a chance. His shot stopped by Sorokin. Point able to pick up his own rebound.
What's like a real blowout score? Is it like double figures to nothing, or 10-2, or 11-1? How often do teams actually get into double figures? Because from what I've seen in the very few games that I've watched so far, it's not easy to score a goal.
Came up on Nelson. They were cross-checking each other, and then McDonough got one up high, and Nelson hit the deck. They're right in front of you.
Usually a 3-goal advantage is quite a blowout. Shit.
Right up top.
So yeah, you're right, Robert. This is a blowout.
It caught Nelson in the neck or in the mouth, but
you can't flop on an ice hockey bloody rink, can you? It's not fucking soccer, Ronaldo. Anyway, I'll be back in a sec.
First power play of the game for the Islanders. With 1 minute and 19 seconds to go in the second period. It is Beauvillier, Barzal, Eberle, Pajot, and Ryan Pulock. The unit for Barry Trotz and the Islanders, Hedman, Ruda, Goudreau, and Coleman. Out for the lightning kill, and it starts with a face-off win for Tampa and a Hedman clear. Islanders power play is 1 for 11 in the series as Pajot whistles one over top of the net. Eberle lost it. Hedman will shoot it down into the final minute.
Up 5 is a full-on blowout, but it's the way she goes some nights. Unless you're blessed by the hockey gods, there is little to no way of getting back. Thanks. You know, when they were up 3-0, I kind of gathered that. I thought, you know what, they're going to get 4 unanswered goals. Probably not. Now it's 6 now. But, funnily enough, when I'm live streaming certain games like this, crazy things seem to happen. So I'm not going to put it past them to come back. But yeah, it's not going to happen. Unless they score here. They need to score right now. Loses it through his legs. 7 keeps it alive, and it could have been a wee wraparound goal there, but no. Okay, Tampa Bay have a fast break. I'm not sure what you call it in a game of hockey. Right in the face! Yeah, I'll try and jinx the team if I can. I mean, they're 6 goals up, for God's sake. They need a bit of competition.
You can sense the frustration on the Islander bench.
Oh no, this guy's down and out. He's been punched right in the gob. Let's have a look at the replay. Oh, fuck. Oh no. Or is it the puck?
Eventually the puck clears. Ruda and Barzal with some words.
What the fuck?
Cross check right to the face.
Oh, mate. He went straight down.
Immediately came over and signaled out Barzal.
Don't you love a comeback story, Lonesome? No, I believe that was all glove.
Yeah, I thought initially it was a stick in front of me, but it happened so fast that I could be. Major penalty on the play. It plays under review.
I don't know if you know the referee from the UFC, Big John McCarthy, but that referee who just made that call there looks a fucking spitting image of him.
What the call is.
He just got a nice hit to the temple. Goes straight down. If I didn't want the jinx to happen, I would, knock on wood. But at the end of the day, I'm a sports fan, and so are you.
Victor Hedman was standing right in front of the Islander bench for a period of time there while everything was going on. And
Dennis, well, I thought I'd create a better one. What do you reckon?
Associated with the Islanders.
What do you reckon, mate?
Regardless of what the call is on the ice, the National Hockey League certainly watches all plays, whether they're penalized or not.
But if you want the truth of the matter,
further discipline.
I am in New Zealand. And my 2 kids and their mum have moved from Rockhampton back to Alice Springs. So that will be my next move. When and where it happens, I'll let you know. But that's Big John McCarthy if I ever did see a clone.
So the night for Matt Barzal is done. After 2
Big rig.
periods of
Is there
play,
another
as
game?
The Lightning expanded their lead from 4 to 6. It is 6-0 Lightning as we go back to the studio and Captain Tapper.
Things getting interesting there, Brendan. Well, in other news, Steven Stamkos is having himself a great night. Ace and Dom will break down how his line mates are helping him out. And we're going to look ahead to Game 5 in Vegas tomorrow night. Golden Knights and Canadiens even at 2 wins apiece. We'll discuss it all next.
Another one. I swear, this is my year.
Paul George does it again.
Running through the course made it playing like a sport.
Ex-Connell, Devin Booker on fire.
So, for anyone watching right now, who is your favorite
Clippers Suns. Wednesday on ESPN.
Who is your... Hang on, why is this happening?
One shies away from a challenge.
Who's your favorite player in the league and why?
Their stars are ready for the biggest moments. Here, everything counts. This is the MLS Sunday Sporting Kansas City LAFC on ESPN2.
These streets might as well be gold. Just let that red carpet roll.
Welcome everyone to Omaha, Nebraska, home of the College World Series.
Got the key to the city. We got the world in the palm of our hand. This is our moment. This is our time. This is our chance.
This is the College World Series, June 20th through July 1st on ESPN2.
Let me know if you ready to get dollars holla, 'cause we wildin' out. If you want it ready, steady, go. Fight the good fight because this is war.
The final test is one step away. Coming soon on ESPN. This month on ESPN,
Simmons.
clear your calendars. It's time for playoff action. Battle-tested and eager, NHL's best compete for the Stanley Cup.
They've reached the top of the mountain.
In the NBA, be ready for a wild ride.
Beautiful play as Simmons put it down.
And who's heating up inside the Octagon? And at the Diamond. This is June on ESPN. It's the show that changed.
Bloody hell, what have we got here? We're having some trouble, guys. I'm sorry.
And it's back.
Boys, this is the biggest moment of your life.
It's never easy. You
Don't
just
miss the
don't know
return
what's
of the
going on or
Ultimate Fighter
why.
exclusively on ESPN. Welcome to the Discover Card Intermission Report, presented by Discover Card, the official credit card of the NHL.
Andre Palat makes it 5-0 for the Lightning in this one. And remember the Isles fan at the viewing party at Nassau Coliseum that we showed you earlier? Well, he came back to the game, but it was kind of more of the same for him. Just one of those nights if you're an Islanders fan, guys, as we welcome you into
Sorry,
the
guys.
Discover Card Intermission Report with Anson Carter and Dominic Moore. I'm Catherine Tappan. Frustrating for the Isles, but we'll get to that in a second. Let's talk about Steven Stamkos and what are his line mates doing tonight, Ace, that's allowing him to have already 2 goals and a lot of success so far?
Well, they're clicking and they're making plays, and it's something we haven't seen from that line all series long. Steven Stamkos in particular spending way too much time, as Edzo likes to say, outside the dots. And you watch the way they've been playing this game, it's a lot different. But it starts with defensive play. Stamkos is getting in shooting lanes, once again inside the dots, blocking shots. Cirelli's driving pucks wide, but look at where Stamkos goes after this puck gets mishandled. He goes right to the blue paint. He's not hanging out towards the board. That's where goal scorers go. Dave Savard throws the puck to net. Alex Killorn does what he does best, goes hard, those dirty areas, puck deflects off him, and the back of the net there, Dom.
Yeah, Stamkos' game has evolved. You know, we have to say, Ace, he's bringing a lot more to the table than he did in years past in terms of those little things. He still has that patented one-timer, and here's Killorn, who's just become so invaluable in front of the net on that power play for the Lightning. But Cirelli's got his feet going. These guys are clicking. Great sign for Tampa.
Meanwhile, for the Islanders, clearly frustration from the fans, but also on the ice. We see Matt Barzal with that cross-check, getting 5 in a game, the penalty on Ruda. What will the impact be without having Barzal in the lineup, and what all this frustration means, Dom?
Yeah, this has just been, as you said, one of those nights for the Islanders. You start with getting your starting goaltender chased earlier, then you have your backup get a puck to the throat, and then the goals pile up, and here's that frustration showing from the Islanders' best player, Barzal. And, you know, we saw earlier in this playoffs, Winnipeg's best player, Mark Scheifele, be frustrated at the end of a game, and that cost his team the series. I don't think that this is on par with that play, but obviously Blee's going to take a look at this. It was a match penalty, Ace.
Yeah, if it was up to me, it'd be $5,000 lighter in his pockets. He's lucky that Ruda
Hey, we worked it out.
Within the game and stayed on the ice.
Don't ask me how.
And say not came back to this game. Down, up 6-0. We could be talking about a whole different story, but he got up. Looks like he's okay. So I really think that the Department of Player Safety will look at it, and I think that he'll be short $5,000, KT.
Well, you look forward to the third period now in this one. Are the Islanders just looking
Tomorrow
ahead to
is the
game 6
Western
at this point?
Finals. They're tied 2-2. My favorite team is Columbus Blue Jackets. But my favorite NHL player is probably Artemi Panarin.
They haven't been first on pucks. I haven't seen the physicality.
And Stamkos is lonesome,
They're not going to come back and win this game, I don't think,
I's favorite player.
I could be wrong, but at least have some positives.
You're telling me that that guy has played for 20 years
the best we could play. However, our third period is pretty good.
in the NHL.
The one positive about these kinds of games when you're getting blown out is that sometimes in a weird way they're almost
I love Tucker Rask. He's the goalie for the Boston Bruins. Extremely talented, has a temper, real funny, has a bee named after him, and is the perfect replacement for my other favorite goalie, Tim Thomas. Why has he got a bee named after him?
We're headed to T-Mobile Arena next for this series, game number 5 between the Golden Knights and the Montreal Canadiens, and it was interesting
That's
last night.
interesting.
Leonard had himself a
Not exactly sure how that happened.
Talk about it next.
Another one. I swear, this is my year.
Oh, George does it again.
Running through the course, made it playing like a sport.
It's Connell, Devin Booker on fire.
Might just have to see what else we've got on at the moment. I'm not going to say I'm going to change what we're watching, but I just want to see here. We've got college baseball. We've got MLB in about, well, actually it should be on about now. We've got live cricket, which I'm sure you guys don't want to see. And much, much more.
On ESPN. The heavyweight headline and
College Baseball World Series going on if you're interested. Final 18's postseason baseball, good. Is good. Not interesting during the regular season, in my opinion. Yeah, college baseball is honestly something I've never even heard of, to be fair. So it could be a decent watch. Whatever you want, boss. This one's a blowout. Yeah, you're probably right. It's not going to be. Yeah, it's not going to be that captivating, is it? It was a species of bee discovered by a scientist. Something about the bee's pincer looking sharp or being quick, like Rask's catching glove. So it's the Rask bee. The Rask bee. With the old pincer. Looking sharp. Yeah, sup, Edgar? What's happening? How are you, mate?
I guarantee it.
Who's playing? The Tampa Bay Lightning, I believe. Bolts, maybe, versus the New York something. I'm stumped. Oh, I'm in the future, mate. It's 2:07 p.m. on Tuesday. That's good, Edgar. What's happening, mate? What's happening?
Even at 2 wins apiece, the last 3 games all decided by 1 goal, including 2 straight overtime games. Montreal relying on their strong penalty kill unit, which hasn't allowed a goal since the first round. Also, 7 of Vegas's 10 goals have come from defensemen in this series. The big move for the Golden Knights.
The Vegas Golden Knights. Yes, that's the team that I watched the last time. And they're in the semi-finals. I've got to say, if there's one team I'm going to back, it's in this league, it's going to be the Vegas Golden Knights, because we had a bit of a run there in the last live stream. They came back. I believe it was overtime, to be fair. Amazing game. And there's number 27, my favourite number. And he fakes it, gives it to his man over there, and they score. Tomorrow's been pretty chilly. But yeah, pretty chill, mate. Pretty chill. Depends on who you're going to surround yourself with. You know, if you surround yourself with negativity from the get-go, your day's going to be fucked. No chill.
Yeah, this is positive stuff, Ace, but it has to be a concern for Vegas.
That's about all I'm going to say about that. But
look at Mark Stone. No points.
I'm just thinking we might be able to. Yeah, we might. We might just transfer over to some baseball.
But this is a team that knows how to score goals. They're great off the rush. Montreal is giving them next to nothing.
Jacob, I don't know if you heard, but a lot of people here are pissed off that the Raiders defensive end Carl Nassib came out as...
it does have an effect, moving tough, then whoever's going to fill in on that line take something away from
He came out as gay. Interesting. He was the one that was trying to help all of the other Raiders get better with their finances and stuff like that. Is that the guy? Does he have blonde hair?
Superstar player. Mark Stone is a star. He's one of the best wingers
yes, I remember him from Hard Knocks. I thought he was quite the nice guy. Lo and behold, he's gay. To be honest, myself, I say who gives a fuck. In fact, I say it's a fascinating story. Good luck to him. The team Vegas is up against the Canadians as the underdog in the playoffs. They've been surprisingly good. Okay, so the playoffs have got Vegas.
In Game 5, gentlemen, on the spot.
I'm going back with Mark.
The Golden Knights, Canadians, Bolts, and the New York team.
All right, Vegas hosting Montreal.
Interesting. How many teams are in the NHL?
For Game 5 tomorrow night on NBCSN.
Yeah, I remember the guy, Edgar. I remember the guy.
Eastern. We hope to see you then.
Basically, just because of his last name.
Thought the season was tough? Now, the real test begins.
Let me look him up. Is that the guy that was, helping out his other players with, financial advice and stuff? Was it? Or was he a rookie? Let's see. No, that was the guy. That was the guy. I think. Carl Nassib, finance advice.
This is the MLS Sunday Sporting
Yeah,
Kansas
that's
City
the one.
LAFC on ESPN2. It's the show that changed combat sports forever.
Was that in the Browns, not the Raiders? Shit, I can't even remember. Some people think it's a publicity stunt so he doesn't get cut.
The Ultimate Fighter exclusively on ESPN.
Oh, he's certainly gone public now. That's for sure. 32 teams. So that's the same as the NBA. And I'm assuming the playoff series is done in a similar way. Is he cute? No, he's 2 meters tall, for God's sake. He's a fucking giant. He'll squash you.
Welcome everyone to Omaha, Nebraska, home of the College World Series.
We got the key to the city. We got the world in the palm of our hand. This is our moment. This is our time. This is our chance.
This is the College World Series, June 20th through July 1st on ESPN2.
I remember her telling me, let me be your story. Now it's up to me for her to live through me.
I started to see the impact, not just on other people, but on myself.
Did you use any performance-enhancing drugs at any time in your career?
Hope is something that I think we all need.
Just because I can't see doesn't mean that I'm not going to play football.
I'm going to call it right here, right now. The final the final series, sorry, the championship series, I don't know what they call it, of the Stanley Cup this year will be the Vegas Knights versus the Tampa Bay Bolts. Or is it the Tampa Bay Lightning? Let me have a look. Tampa Bay Lightning. Here we go. It's going to be the Golden Knights versus the Lightning. And I'm back in Vegas.
It's baseball for all of us.
I am so excited. Let's play two. Lays out and makes the catch. Hey, see ya.
Vegas was founded in 2017, made the playoffs that season, missed it the season after, and made it back this year. Shit. Didn't take them too long. Where did they recruit their roster from? A team that's founded in 2017. Where do they get their players from? Have they... I mean... Wouldn't be that easy, would it? Outcasts. A team of outcasts. Vegas is a lot like the Jags of the NHL. Well, there you go. There you go. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go, sorry, Jags in the NHL. Sorry, NFL. Bloody hell. NBA, NHL, NBA, NFL, MLB, MLR. It doesn't stop.
Clippers, Suns. Wednesday on ESPN.
Hang on, this is something I didn't understand. So the Clippers and the Suns have played a first round game, yet the 76ers and the... Holy shit, I'm really pushing it here. I don't know what I'm talking about. But how come a series has been started when the other one hadn't even finished yet? Do you understand where I'm going here?
Hope is something that
Hopefully someone can clear that up.
Just because I can't see doesn't mean that I'm not going to play football.
Every team had to give picks and cap space, okay. Clippers and Suns played game one. Yes. Did they play that game one before the end of the Eastern semi-finals? Yeah, I know it's a best of 7, and I know some games go in 4, but surely they'd still wait until that round of competition is finished, right?
You better just hope he's only going to get a fine here, Bush. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it would have only been a couple more days to wait.
It's been a frustrating night, and you know you take your licks.
Suns had 8 days off rest because Clippers were still playing during the week.
A one-game suspension or anything like that. I mean,
8 days of rest.
That would be a tough break for the New York Islanders. I agree with you. If you could
right,
just get the fine, I think
but the way I see it, there's going to be 2 games having played between the Suns and the Clippers when the other final series hasn't even started. What?
And I don't think there's any doubt that that will be looked at, and it'll be a long 24-plus hours for Matthew Barzal and the New York Islanders.
So when will the first game of the...
Finishing out that penalty. Shen and Martin are in the box, finishing up their 5-minute fighting majors. Everly and And Cirelli were giving roughing minors at the 20-minute mark. That is all on top of the 5-minute major and game misconduct assessed to Matt Barzell at the 20-minute mark of period number.
So game 2's on Tuesday, and then game 1 between the Hawks and the Bucks is the next day. Okay. Okay, so they'll be up 2 games before the 1. I just couldn't wrap my head around that. I thought, surely not. But
It is now a power play for the next 4+ minutes for the Tampa Bay
apparently
Lightning,
so.
unless something changes. And again, a goal wouldn't change that. Lightning have already scored twice on the power play. 2 goals for Killorn in the
Fair
game.
call, fair
2
call.
goals for Stamkos in the game.
They got the number 1 power play unit here looking to go up a touchdown.
Andy Green with the clear.
Okay, so the finals is the date that's set. Gotcha. I thought game 1 of every single playoff series was set. To be honest, I guess that was my reasoning there. But apparently not. Obviously not the city that it's going to be in, but at least the day that it's on. I thought game 1 of every single series would be set, and it probably is, except for this finals one. Oh shit! It's 7-0. Game's over. Look at this. Behind the goal. Ooh, Stamkos. Stamkos is in on the action again. Oh, mate, that's beautiful.
And Sorokin not able to read it in time, and point scores once again.
Just can't stop at this point. It started in Game 3 against Carolina. It is now Game 5 against the Islanders, and he scored every...
Honestly, man, I just saw Edgar, and this, hopefully this makes sense. I just thought that whatever happened, they'd have to go one game, especially in the, with the Eastern and Western finals. I thought there's no way that one set of 2 teams can have 2 games played before the other 2 teams have even played one. I thought, no, there's no way. But apparently so. I just thought principle would. But actually, to be fair, after playing a best of 7 series, only finishing yesterday, or was it the day before? I'm not sure. Anyway, and then having to go back into a whole new series. I mean, this playoff stretch is going to test any player, any team, right? Especially after having played fucking 80 games during the season. It's insane. These guys don't get a fucking break. In case you didn't know, Stamkos was the first overall pick in 2008, so he's pretty good at hockey. I didn't know that, but cheers for that. Stamkos. Well, whether it's Stamkos in the blue or Datsuk in the red and white, they're absolute legends. What's up, JP? How's it going, man?
Where's his bench? Well, his bench is over here, but you know what? He gets a little help, too. Watch. Clutterbuck, yeah, I'm just going to go inside the bench. I'm going to stand here for a while. There he is. One of these things doesn't belong here.
Well, we pointed out Maroon is one of those guys in warm-up, right? He's always by the red line. He's always trying to engage with the opposition. He's always got something to say every time he comes to his own bench. And for Clutterbuck, I think he just says, we'll talk to you next game. I think at this point, no sense in engaging. Yeah.
It is 9 consecutive goals scored by Tampa.
Well, look, if they were resting for 8 days, surely they would have just pushed it out to 10 days. Just so they can go one game. It doesn't make sense. I realise that. I realise if you finish in 4, you're going to have a lot of rest. But why play 2 games before the other side's even played 1. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, just for the fans aspect. You know, wanting to know, you know, one side's up 1-0, the other side might be up 1-0, well, obviously. 2-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-1, and so on and so forth.
The toe save there by Sorokin. Kucherov not able to get that cleanly to point, but Point still stays with it, and Palat the opportunity, and Sorokin having to come up with a couple of saves, and it's difficult as a guy that comes off the bench to have to do this type of mop-up duty. It's not a fun task for a goaltender, and Sorokin, who is so good.
7-0, 15 minutes to go. I guess the result's pretty obvious, right? Do you ever get ice and snow in New Zealand, like anywhere but the mountains? Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. When it gets to like -5 overnight, you're going to have something on the ground. Whether that's just ice and frost or actual snow. Yeah, there'll be something.
Out of the box, the Islanders are back at full strength as Bailey kept that one away. Then Nelson floats it, played down by Eberle.
But if you do live within, you know, within a few kilometers of a particular mountain, the lower down you get of the country, the more snow you're going to see on those mountains. And, you know, it's a classic case. You go through autumn or fall, and you know, it'll be getting colder and colder and colder, and then one morning you'll wake up and you'll see snow on the mountain. You'll be like, well, shit, there you go. The first snowfall of the year, and it doesn't stop for another 6 months.
It's all Tampa here in Game 5. We'll be back.
Edgar, I am in New Zealand right now. Honestly, bro, I tried to explain my situation. I tried to put it all out there. I tried to, update my other channel on how things were going, and it just didn't quite come out right. And unfortunately, I got
ESPN.
Every Monday.
Shit. What do you call it? Called out. I got called out by a couple of people in the comment section saying, "Why have you left your girls, etc." And I just couldn't be fucked with any of it anymore. And so I put a lot of videos on my other channel on private, and I've moved on. And you know, YouTube, sometimes I've got a healthy relationship with it, sometimes I don't, and in that particular moment I didn't, and it really affected me in a pretty bad way. But I am back in New Zealand for now, and so thanks for tuning in. Because yeah, if you tune into one of these live streams, not only can we watch a bit of sport together, but you can also hit me up with any questions you like, and I'm gonna answer them as openly and honestly as I can. And Robert, I'll never forget that day. I'll never ever forget that day. Doing a reaction video in my van in the snow. It was absolutely incredible. And I often think back, you know, the happiest I felt myself, obviously without having my kids around me, because I tell you what, that's living. That really is living. Having your kids with you and influencing their lives and having fun and laughing. But myself, being by myself, the moments where I felt the happiest I have in years were those moments waking up in that van by myself up the top of the mountain getting a coffee, and just sitting there thinking, well, not really having to think too much, you know, just the simple life. But if you want to be a YouTuber, life ain't that simple. You need electronic equipment, you need screens, you need microphones, you need cameras, all that shit. And, you know, life would be a lot easier if you didn't, but I love YouTube and I'm not going to go anywhere. The average goalie. Oh, Edgar, well, they don't understand because I've never actually told the full story. You know what I mean? And you know, that's going to take some doing. Whether I do or not, I might do it in a book. The little fun fact, the average goalie in hockey is 6'3". The tallest goalie is currently Ben Bishop at 6'7". That's fucking incredible. How tall is a goal? 5 foot? Nah. 4.5 feet? Pardon my ignorance, but are the Kiwis and Aussie connected like states or completely separate? Nonetheless, I'd keep your business off here, bro. Yeah, no, exactly, mate, exactly. And that's, at the end of the day, that is that's kind of how I ended the whole thing. I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, my personal business is my personal business, and really, there is no place for it on YouTube. But in the past, I have brought it to YouTube to try and help me through it. You know what I mean? Help me have a bit of a bouncing board off of like the comment section and to hear a few other opinions and stuff. But at the end of the day, when it gets really personal and you're still trying to share it with the world, no, it gets bad. It gets toxic in your own mind, and that's where we're at. So yeah, anything really, really personal, man, I'm just going to keep it offline. I love sport. You guys know I love sport. That has been the foundation of a lot of the content that's come to the channel, and I think I'm just going to keep it that way. But if I can gain knowledge through this of, you know, all of these different sports, then that's only going to help me in the future. So it's all about just learning. 6 foot by 4 feet. Okay.
That's just wait. If you lose 2-1, you lose 7-0. But I think the bigger concern is what's going to take place over the course of the next 24 hours plus. If there's a suspension handed down or just a fine to Matthew Barzal.
Green shot stop, we know.
I mean, I wouldn't mind New York to get at least one consolation goal. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, I never actually answered your question, Lonesome. New Zealand and Australia are two completely separate countries. There's a 3-hour flight between the countries, and each of the countries are their own island, more or less, with various little islands dotted off the coast and that, but yeah. Island nation down the bottom of the world, mate. Down under. Have I ever thought about becoming a coach? Yep. Of course. Not yet, though. I think to be a real, coach, performing at the best of your ability, I think you'd probably have to have completely retired from playing that sport, or wanting to play that sport, or wanting to be successful in that sport, so you can really give your everything to these other players. And I'm just simply not at that point yet. Are the indigenous people the same on both islands? No. They've got similarities, but no. Aboriginal Australians, the indigenous race of Australia, are a lot older as a race than the Māoris of New Zealand. And, being that Australia is a lot bigger than New Zealand is, I think yeah, I mean, the history is just far longer, so they've got a different look. But at the end of the day, if you go around different spots in Australia, they have different looks about them, and obviously they've got different languages and all that kind of stuff. The Māoris just have one indigenous language, whereas the Aboriginals have many, many different languages. So there's similarities, there's differences, but in either country, I mean, you hear about it. There's debates all the time about what they deserve, what they should get, you know, how the white people have come into their country during the 1800s and in both countries, and you know, just tried to rule with no mercy at certain points. And today we're just trying to work it all out in either country. It's a problem far bigger than my mental capacity. 10-4. How about Tasmania and Papua New Guinea? Separate as well. Yeah, Tasmania is part of Australia. That's a state. Although it is its own island, and Papua New Guinea is its own country. PNG for short. Still good at rugby though.
Islanders usually don't give up that many in a week when they're playing 3+ games, so give Tampa full marks. And it's one game for the Islanders. It's about hold and serve and give yourself a chance to get back here in Tampa on a Friday night and force a Game 7.
Anthony Beauvillier for Jordan Eberle. Looking them out. There's something to build off of here in the third period. Ryan Pollock let go of the rock, and it got trapped in Jordan Eberle, and he is down in a heap. And they will blow it down as Ryan Pollock. He's got a weapon back there and a little friendly fire.
Is anyone in the chat playing a sport currently? Playing some football, some basketball, some rugby, some soccer, some baseball, some hockey, some lacrosse, some touch rugby. Could be rugby league, could be rugby union. 7-a-side, 15-a-side.
Give us Sunday Night Baseball. All season long on ESPN.
Big Rig's playing some pool.
Thought the season was tough?
Don't mind a game of pool.
Now, the real test begins. The Stanley Cup playoffs on ESPN2.
Oh, by the way, Sam Whitelock has just been named All Blacks captain for the Test Series in 2021. The New Zealand All Blacks captain. So Lonesome works and has retired, hung up his cleats, so to speak. Closest I came to sport is skateboarding and kayak fishing. Both extreme sports. Interesting. Kayak fishing. Is that a sport, or is that just for fun?
Discomfort on the bench, trying to shake it off.
Ryan Pollock has had his shot clocked at 105 miles per hour. Not suggesting that that's what that was, but that was a heavy shot.
Yeah, it was. He can drift it. He can really let it go. Guys that can shoot it that hard, you just see it. You know, everybody can shoot it pretty hard, but the ones that can go 105, 106, it just jumps off the stick. in a way that other guys it just doesn't. And you can tell right away that that one stung Everly.
8:40 to go here in Game 5. It's a 7-0 lead for the Tampa Bay Lightning. 7 goals would be the worst playoff loss for the Islanders in their history.
What position do you play in football, Big Rig? Or should I know that already due to your choice of name? This game could be bad for the Isles. They might lose Barzal, great player with a suspension, and now Pulak, a great defender with an injury. If they aren't there next game, if those two players aren't there next game, Tampa Bay might move on. Yeah, they've just shut him out, haven't they? Although 2 of the 7 have been scored during power plays. But in saying that... Oh! Both were scored off of deflection. Jonathan! What's up, man? I didn't see the score. Hey, Jake, hope you're doing well. Not too bad, and you? 8-0! Played a bunch of different positions, but settled in at cornerback and wide receiver in high school, though I probably should have been a running back and linebacker.
Maroon gets the puck back to the point. Quick little bumper play. Watch in front of the net. The shot from Luke Shen. Right off the right skate of Ryan Pulak.
Yeah, you know I love my running backs.
An 8 spot against the Islanders.
Hard to get the boys together with everyone having fam and whatnot. We get together once a year or so for a Jags game, but life takes priority. Yeah, man. The older you get, I think the more that's going to be apparent, right? Yeah, 8-0. Yeah, it's a bit of a. It's certainly a blowout now. If it wasn't a blowout at 6-0, it's definitely a blowout. Here we go. The
and that's the thing, right? I mean, you lose a game like this, and the question is, does it sting more that you lost like this, or if you lost a triple overtime nail biter, right? To me,
well, that's a good question for the chat. Does it hurt more to lose a game, 8 goals to 0, or does it hurt more to go to a triple overtime and lose on a penalty shootout? Because I'm going to say it hurts more to lose in the latter. I mean, at least this gets the game over and done with. They can regroup and get ready to go again.
It is the 3rd career playoff goal for Luke Shen as Kyle Palmieri tracked down from behind by Gould. His first point of this postseason, 7th game for Luke Shen. It is an 8-goal output for the Lightning as Palmieri.
Come on, Isles, get something back.
Time the Lightning have scored 8 goals in a playoff game. They did it to the Islanders in Game 1 last year in the Eastern Conference Final. That was an 8-2 fight.
Yeah, that was a tough game for the Islanders, right? Because they had to travel across Canada from Toronto to Edmonton while Tampa was waiting for them. The Islanders went 7 games with the Flyers after being up 3-1, and that was a setup game, if there ever was one in the playoffs.
We saw it in round 2, Bush, right? With Colorado and Vegas.
Better to lose this way in Game 5, so you focus on the last 2. Yeah.
Tomorrow, Bush, I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
Who would you start?
So if you go and lose this game and go down 3-2 with possibly one game remaining, and you've just put absolutely everything into this game, then it might be even more disappointing. Not as embarrassing, but more disappointing to the team, which would mean that it might be harder to get up in that next game. But as Big Rig said, thrillers bring up the coulda, shoulda, wouldas. And with that being said, guys, I'm actually going to take off. I will be back soon. and I might even go on the other channel just to see what kind of response we get. Okay, guys? So thank you for being here. It's been an absolute pleasure. And have a fantastic day. Thank you. And good night.
They signed him to the large contract over the course of the summer, and Fleury's the best and a finalist for best